All right. Welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social nonprofit initiative by think tank AlterContacts. AlterContacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. Good day, everyone. My name is Maisa Sarkis, and today our guest is Leviana Vinanda. Leviana Vinanda is an English language educator and co-founder of Hat and Hoodie English course and Life Club, and a foundation that mainly focuses on education and skill enrichment for children to adults. Hello, Leviana. How are you today?
I'm good, Marisa. How about you?
It's great. It's been a sunny day here in Barcelona.
Yeah.
So you are joining us from Indonesia. So
Yes, yes.
that is
It is
amazing.
dark here.
It's different and the time zone as well.
Yes, exactly. 7 hours, I think.
True. Yes. So tell
Mm.
me, how about your business, about Hat and Hoodie? Uh,
hmm
Tell me about it and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, so Hat and Hoodie English Course and Life Club is an English course, basically. So we provide English language educations for young learners age 6 to 12. Yeah. We are providing engaging and meaningful activities for the learners because we are believe that communicative skills are could be achieved that way. Yeah, so we try to provide the learners with activities that give them the context where they are able to not only to understand the language but eventually could produce the language. That is about the Hat and Hoodie. And the club has been founded like 2 years ago into 2018. um, Before that, I was self-employed as a English language educator. So I work with private students and also with some companies to do some uh, general English class for adults. Yeah, and Hat and Hoodie is co-founded with me and my two other good friends. They are specialists with young learners. So then with them and me, with my background in English language education, so we join forces and here we go.
That's nice. I always admire the entrepreneur, and the spirit behind every business. So where are you based
Thank you.
in Indonesia? So the business that you co-founded,
Yeah,
is it based
yeah.
in Indonesia?
We are based in a city called Balikpapan. If you look at the map of this country, there is this large island in the middle of the archipelago. That's the Borneo Island. Yeah, so we are in the eastern part of it. We are in the coastal area of the island. So we are based there. This is my hometown.
This is so you started your business in your hometown. How
In
hometown?
my hometown.
And how many employees who helping you in the business? How many employees do you have?
Mm. We there are eight people who join the team. Yeah, so most of us, of course, the teachers, and we also have someone who help with the administrations, and another person who take the role as the financial and also the management role. And we also have a psychologist who help us to manage the program.
Yeah, that's
So
interesting.
eight.
8 people. I was uh, reviewing before, like the curriculum, how you work together, and you mentioned in one of your posts that you work with psychologists. So that's interesting to have a
Mm.
psychologist on board and be part of the team to deliver an educational program. So, regarding your
Mhm.
clients, how many clients do you normally have, and are they all from your hometown?
Mm. Yeah, so we usually have around 30 students, yeah, and most of them are come from Balikpapan, from this town. because yeah, of course, the format of the learning was face to face, yeah, and it was actually one of the major attractions of this club. Um, but the number unfortunately decreased during the pandemic. But the good thing is that we started to have students from another city because of the online format that we have. So I think the pandemic gave us some dark and bright side at the same time due to the numbers of clients.
And talking about that, we are going to discuss the business front during the pandemic. I know that learning a language is how you do it is through engaging and fun activities. So learners and students can acquire the language in a less stressful way. And similar to everyone around the world, the pandemic,
that's what we hope, yeah,
was forced upon us in March, and things have changed. And I would like to know, how did this affect your business? You said earlier that you have students who started joining online outside your hometown. So can you give me an idea, and everyone who's watching us today, how did this affect your business during the lockdown? Can you hear me?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, yes, I can hear you clearly. So one of the main attractions in our club is that the learning space itself, because we always try to provide the learners with meaningful, engaging activities. So our learning space is also supported for the purpose. Yeah, our learning environment was an open air space with trees, like mini woods basically, and we have lots of outbound activities. So we are quite popular because of that. But then when the pandemic struck, then it has to change. Yeah, so we lost one of the main attractions that actually become one of the main reason of people joining us, besides of the because of the curriculum and the program, of course. So then and also the thing is, some of the learners are not able to join the online learning because, as you might aware, that not all children able to keep the concentration span for more than 30 minutes, and not all children's um, able to look at the screen for quite a long time, more than 30 minutes. So yeah, so because of those reasons, and the number of the students decreased, some of our learners choose to let go.
All right. So the video was we were getting your feed from the video, and I heard that you had to let go of some of your learners. So no more these students were able to continue because of the current circumstance. It's no longer a face-to-face educational experience.
Yeah.
Have you tried to stimulate the business in a different way, and what did you do to attract students to come and join your classes and program?
So what we are trying to do is, like, we're trying to familiarize with this platform, and we try to explore what kind of activities that could be replaced, the face-to-face interaction that has gone. One of the things that we are doing is that alternatively, we try to send them the materials to their home and let them to do it by themselves at home with our guidance on the screen. So that's one thing that we do. And we also try to we learn as a teacher. We keep learning on how we can explore the online materials, the games that still enable them to move, um, to still be happy without keep sitting and looking at the screen all the time. That's what we try. That's how we try to adapt.
Yeah. So I want to ask you as well regarding the adoption. Um, when you were
Mm-hmm.
doing this model and trying to introduce new activities,
Mm-hmm.
did you notice that things didn't work
Mm-hmm.
and you had to change, or what actions did you do in order to keep or in the business running in the new format, in the new online format? Because things would have worked for the better or didn't work. Can you tell me a little bit about the things that didn't work and what actions did you take to change it?
Mm. Yeah. What didn't work was, um, yeah, in the beginning, the the timing of the learning was 80 minutes. Yeah. And as we tried to keep that in online, it didn't work, of course. Yeah. So we have to cut the interactions time to 60 minutes maximum. That's one thing. And then also because we realized that the situations not only impacted to us but to everybody around the world, which is also to their parents, to the learners' parents. So we also try. So we also cut off the tuition fee.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut off the fee 30%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we realized that this this is online. The time of the interaction also cut. So we cut the tuition fee. Um, Also, we are trying to have some online events. Yeah, we have the collaborations with another community club here in Balikpapan, in this town. So we try to do some events in order to introduce the brand to larger markets. So we hope that it is not only the students that we have now, but we hope to have larger markets. So that's why we do some online events in collaborations with the other club.
So eventually, you wanted to maintain the learning experience for the children and the students' development stages, and this was a mission for you despite the lockdown
Mm,
that happened. It was about the learning
yes,
experience.
exactly.
So can you tell me how is Hat and Hoodie
Yes.
doing now at the moment? How is Hat and Hoodie with the students, with the children who are attending the program? How's the business going?
Yeah, the business starting to move again. I mean, in the beginning, as I mentioned to you before, the number of the learners decreased, yeah. And then after we try to adapt, after we try to explore more, after we try to learn how to get advantage of social media, of the digital platform, and also start to collaborate with other clubs, then we started to gain more learners to be with us. Yeah, so at this moment the business seems to be running again. Yeah, and I hope we could keep on the track.
Well, that's excellent news. I'm glad to know that you're moving forward and you have developed new ways to reach the children and the students.
Mm.
What about the students who were no longer in your program? Do you know how they are doing or
Mm.
at the moment? And have you heard about the competition? What are they currently, how they are operating with the existing normality?
Mm. Yeah, I think with the students who's no longer with us, one of the thing about Hat and Hoodie is that we always try to make the parents as the partner. Yeah, so we make ourselves not as a business, but more like a community
Mhm.
where both the teachers and the parents has the same goal for the children. So because of that, it is not unusual for us to reach the parents, although they are no longer with us. So we still have them contacted by WhatsApp just to ask them how are they doing, how about the children, and yeah, so more or less we know about them, yeah, because we depart from the mindset that okay, this is the part of our community, this is the community of learners. So even though they are no longer with us, they can still be a part of community.
Mm-hmm. So
And about the competitions, if you ask, I think, you know, yeah, there are. I think all the on courses, all the educational institutions in Indonesia at this moment run in online. Yeah, so it makes the competition hit up. Yeah, because Hat and Hoodie is no longer the only one. You know, in the beginning we were the only one. We were the only club here in this town who has the open air space and in delivering the English language educations. But now we don't have that. We are now similar to others. We have to do the business online, same with others. So this is the time where we have to find some differentiations, and that's what we are still figuring out until now. Yeah, how we can actually really be different from others.
yeah,
That's a big homework.
it's a big homework as well as you mentioned, but I'm sure that you're able to adapt quickly to what has the setup
I hope
uh,
so.
brought upon the educational sector. Um, in terms of
Yeah.
outlook on the coming few months for Hat and Hoodie, what kind of projects
Mhm.
or initiatives do you have at the, that is preparing us for the new month and 2021?
Yeah, actually, in Indonesia, there is a current policy that the educations will start to be face to face on January 2001, I think. But of course, it still could be changed. Yeah, and for us, um, we will prepare ourselves for any policy, for any situations, basically. um, the outlook for the upcoming month is optimistic, I must say. Yeah, that's the only thing that we have now. So if we are required to do this model or like this, I mean online, we will be able to do that. And if we have to do it in face to face, we will be more than happy to do that. But of course, we will really take care of. I mean, we put the health and the safety of the children as the top priority. Yeah, so the new normal procedure has to be maintained if one day we come back again to face-to-face interactions.
Well, that would be amazing to see how it's gonna work. And I think the most exciting part is to have all over the face to face with everyone and it's in a learning setup, and also if it's possible to do it outdoor. I think that would be a fun activity and
Yeah,
engaging for everyone. No, yeah. So if hat and,
hopefully, yeah.
yeah, so if Hat and Hoodie, you have for the business three things that you need help with. Can you tell me what they are?
Yeah, I think what we need at this moment is basically training and consultations. The first one might be the training and consultations in how to develop the business model like this, yeah, in educational service basically. And also the second one, probably the training in how to get the most advantage of the digital platform, because before the pandemic, I must say we're not really exploring this. But now, as the pandemic struck, then we have to be really focused on that, because it could be a very potential way to promote ourselves. And the third thing, probably online learning, online teaching trainings, but the one that fits with Indonesian context. I mean, there are lots of online teaching workshop out there, yeah, but those who are really fit with Indonesian context is still very limited. So those, I think, that the help that we required at this moment.
Well, as long as it serves the business and the educational sector and the mission that you are currently embarking to bring an enrichment to the life of the students and the children, I think you are moving forward, and I hope that you'll be able to develop new programs that are fit to the educational need in Indonesia. So do you have anything to tell our viewers who are, and the students who are watching Hat and Hoodie and watching the interview today? Would you like to end with something?
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is that as an entrepreneur and an educational system service, I think we cannot see this a business as a pure business. It's not only about the monetary matters, yeah. So in educational business, there is always the spectrum of dedications, and that's what keep us adapting, keep us moving forward as an educator, because we care about the learners, we care about how they will catch up, with their educations. So I think for the teacher outside and also the student there, keep moving forward, don't look back. We have to keep optimistic, even though this situation might be getting uncertain, but we have to keep moving forward.
Well, with the keep moving forward motto of Leviana, I would like to thank everyone who is watching the video today. And I would like to thank you, Leviana, for being a guest of the Lockdown Economy.
You're welcome.
It's been a learning experience to know about Hat and Hoodie and the work that you are doing over there to make a difference in that students and the children's life. Feel free, everyone who would like to know more about Leviana's business, to check the links in the video description below that would be added on YouTube and other social media. You'll be able also to see the links that would take you to Hat and Hoodie and to follow their initiatives and projects. I'd like to also say for everyone, like our video, especially this one, and subscribe to our channel. In the coming weeks, we're going to share many more insights with you. So thank you, Leviana, again, and have a nice day. Stay tuned.
You're very welcome.